In our previous session, we have seen how to retrieve details from MongoDB using get mapping. Now we are going to see how to add details into MongoDB for student record. So for this we need to take post mapping, and this one is add or save. You can take add mechanism or save. So public, I'm going to take response entity, and this is a string type, and store, and you are going to add student, so this object, and one annotation you need to give request body, you have to give like this, then give left brace and right brace, and response entity, it is not recognized, you have to import the response entity. So what is this response entity means, and it is asking some return statement, will return null as of now. So add some system dot out dot println, this is for log purpose. Inside save method, you can take inside save method. Now what you have to do is, earlier you have created one repository object, so here also you can use repository, and save you can use save, and this one is this object s object. So here you are going to do like this. Now return, what you need to return is return new response entity string, and object saved successfully, this one, and http status dot ok, so this one you need to give, and return error, we have to give like this. That's all, we have completed this method. So response entity, what it is doing is, whenever we are sending from the postman, we are sending some details. Suppose we are going to add student number, student name, student address, we are going to add. So those are coming as a request type, those objects, it is stored student. So for catching those student details, we need to use as a response entity. At the same time, http status also, it should be maintained at a response entity. So if you see here, response entity is an extension of an HTTP entity that represents an HTTP response, including status, headers, and body. Response entity allows you to modify the response with optional headers and status code. In Spring applications, response entity is used in @ controller methods as well as in REST template. So we are using as a REST template only, and Spring Boot application only, and for HTTP response we are using a response entity, and for catching up of our details from the postman header part or body or status, whatever it is, so we need to use as a response entity. Okay, after that we are considering as a student s, and that student details, once object is received in the form of HTTP request, will be saved into the repository. So this repository we already explained. So now go to postman, and how are we going to test postman means, here you have to take the root map is a student and 8043, and the map is a save. So localhost 8043 student slash save, then we have to enter body also inside the request. So here you can consider this one, one more, if you take this one, so 80883, I am taking this one, localhost 8043, and student, save. We are going to save. So body, and here you can consider as, you are going to write student name, isn't it? So student name, you can consider student name, some Peter, and next one is a student, but initially we have considered in our DB what are the details we are having. Here STD name, STD number, STD address. Accordingly we have to take. So here you have to give only STD name, STD number, 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can give like this, and STD address. So some Delhi you can give. So now my request is completed. This is the thing, and body we have completed, and headers sometimes it will ask. For this one is not required. So here body we have added. Now we can test it. So before testing, you can clear the console, and you can clear the console. But before that, we have to start this student project. So whether we have saved all the files or not, we need to verify. Now we need to start the server. If no issues, it will start. If any issues are there, it will throw some exceptions. So now server is started on the port 8043. So you can go to Postman. I am entering this one, STD name, STD number, STD address. So you can give. See, object save successfully. This message we have given it. Some spelling mistake is there. Sorry for that. So inside save method and object saved successfully. So that means you can see you will get the 200 success message also. Object saved successfully, and the status code is 200. OK. And if you go here and enlarge this console, you will be able to see inside method. We have given one log. So this is the log inside save method. So where we have given this one, we have given it a controller where we have defined this method inside save method. Now we can see whether these details saved at DB or not. We can refresh this one. We will be able to see these details. Peter 1 2 3 4 5 6 Delhi, isn't it? So like this we need to save the details. Even if you are visiting Postman, you can try to retrieve the details along with this. So using get, you can try list of students. Project name is student. List of books. You can try this. So list of students. We are getting Peter 1 2 3 4 5 6 Delhi. So this is how we are going to do, how to add student details into MongoDB using microservice. So as of now we have seen get mapping, we have seen post mapping, we have seen. In our next session we are going to see delete mapping and put mapping, so that one CURD operation will be completed using microservices. Thank you.